Louisiana.
Yep. I got a lot of traffic, a lot of internet traffic on that. Dude, when I was growing up, they had a bunch of, you know, they tested drugs on animals in our town. They were making the polio vaccine in our town. In like the one that they gave out to millions of Americans. They tested it and they figured out how to, whatever the vaccine was in our town, the town I grew up in.
Damn.
So Tulane University
didn't know that.
had their primate testing facility in St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana. And I remember that's where they created the polio vaccine at. And they used to test it on monkeys. Well, the polio vaccine ended up giving cervical cancer to millions of women. They gave out a bad batch. They made it, and they'd already made so much of it. They're like, oh, well, fucking, we can't remake it. And they were just like,
yeah.
Right? Like we already...
The deal's sealed.
Yeah, this is what we got. And they're like, well...
That's what it is.
These bitches gonna ride with us,
like,
you know? And that was it. And they still gave it out to millions of people. So it helped polio, but there was a high risk for cervical cancer. I mean, I say this a lot, but in once in the 80s and in 1994, a bunch of infected monkeys got out because Tulane University had their primate testing facility center in our town.
Well, definitely.
A truck crashed and the monkeys just jumped out?
100 monkeys escaped, and they got them all back, I guess, except for 4. And they came and got us out of YMCA summer camp. The police did, the tallest kids, to help them.
By the way, when the monkeys get out, there's no... that's a scary fact, right?
I remember surrounding a couple of chimps outside of a Kenny Rogers Roasters, dude, off of Highway 190. That's a true story, dude.
That's the name of your book.
So we're out there just wrangling chimps out by this Kenny Rogers Roasters. He used to have like a chicken establishment for a while. And they had some dude sent me a video, said him and his friends were going looking for him. They're just drunk at night going to look for him. And dude, the shit got racial. Like people would go around town, they were yelling. I mean, this is fucked up. I mean, this just shows you how far in the South you are.
Wow, those 4 monkeys are going to start a business.
And
they're out there with hats on and shit.
Yeah, they're all posing for NFTs right now. So and also in our area, they had a thing called LIGO, L-I-G-O. It was
It's still there.
It's you know what I'm talking about?
Laser Interferometer Gravitational Observatory.
Yeah.
It's a new kind of telescope, and you got it there in your home state.
I knew they were up to something.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, the monkeys are running.
I mean, look,
the escaped monkeys achieved consciousness and intelligence.
I wouldn't be shocked,
That's some Planet of the Apes shit going on.
I would not be shocked, dude. I've seen some people there that work at some of the gas stations, and they definitely they have a banana for lunch. I'll say that, dude. I had a thing where I got beat by 2. They used to have this thing downtown. When I first moved here, a couple of Vietnamese dudes would beat the fuck out of you for $40, $50, $70. And
for $70, it sounds like quite the bargain. Why would you pay that? Was this to stop you being gay?
No. This doesn't do that. I don't think. I mean, I wasn't.
You really did? You really did? You're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not pulling your leg.
So you paid 2 Asian blokes to beat you up?
Vietnamese. They put you in that dog suit, the bite suit that they have, you know, at FBI training.
What's this suit?
Like you ever seen a dog bite suit? Pull up a dog bite suit.
like a sumo. I know the dog bite suits, right?
And next thing you know, dude, these guys would beat the shit out of you. And bro, when you left there, you didn't have a lot to worry about. I wasn't.
I feel like it would just give me an erection.
No, well, that's what happened to me one time. I fucking came during it, and I didn't expect that. And I've never been gay. I mean, I had. Dude, that's fucking Vietnamese soup right there, boy.
If you say Vietnam again,
huh?
Love that word.
I've been to Vietnam and you haven't. Okay, I've been to the Binh Thanh market.
Oh yeah, you have. You were there, right?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
I stayed at the Star Hotel. It's Vietnamese.
Oh. Yeah. You were in Asia, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Asia, it's Vietnam.
Vietnam. Do you go to brothels ever?
No.
You've never been to a brothel?
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. I went as a student one time, and they took us to, and a lot of the taxi drivers and stuff, in the beginning, it's just tourist stuff. You know, they take you to we just wanted to go see anything, right? And we get in, and the first thing they do is take you to a place where you can buy sex if you want it. If you want sex, you know. But this place was a pet shop. It had a pet shop in the front.
Ooh. And
low-key in the back, they was doing, sexual offers.
Bro.
So we go in and they got fucking pets, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up around pets, and so they have large parrots, parakeets, and all kind of parrotlets.
They have some cool hedgehogs?
Birds mostly, dude. It's the fucking jungle, bro. Hedgehogs? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like it's Montana. They had real beautiful animals in there. And my buddies, they were real perverts, you know? And so we're fucking looking at all these parrots and shit. Next, you know what? My buddy there's like a curtain, and he moves back behind there. Next thing you know, we're all back there, and it's prostitution. We went in the back, and
And I got super nervous, and then I left.
And so they got the birds up front, and it's a decoy. You know, the birds are just up there faking it. None of them even want to go home to new people's homes. And in the back, they're trying to suck you out.
But the funny thing to me was the parrots knew a lot of English, and they would mimic a lot of sexual things they'd heard, you know, like, oh, get that pony, you know? And it was so crazy. Use a condom, use a condom, about to bust. Yeah. About to bust.
That honestly broke my heart.
It did?
Yeah, because these animals don't know that.
Yeah, they don't.
They wake up every day thinking they got a chance to find a new home.
Right.
Little do they realize that just 20, 30 feet away in a little bit of drywall, you know, and a cash register, that people are sucking people out of each other.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Vietnam one time. I bought a bird. I think I've told this story 20 times, right? I remember in Vietnam, I actually went to some market and they had these, I don't know if it was a pet shop or what it was in Vietnam, right? And they have like a lot of live animals at the markets there, you know, because it's, you know, we say fresh to farm to table and all that shit, but they're killing pigs, like anything you want, they kill it fresh, right? I mean, right there, it's in a cage. You could literally think it's a pet store if you're a kid and have a rude awakening. But anyway, I bought this bird, right? I bought a bird. I'm like, I'm going to give this bird its freedom, you know? So I'm thinking I'm going to buy this dove, rescue this dove, let this dove free.
Right.
I'm going to get out here and just Andy Dufresne this little dove, you know?
Right.
So I bought a dove in there. I bought about a $1.20 dove in there, right?
Good deal.
Yeah, it was good. I'm setting this thing free. I'm changing the game here, right? And I got it. I throw it up in the air like that to let it go. Immediately, like 7 Vietnamese people came by with nets. One guy took it, immediately snapped its neck, and just left, went home.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm not even joking. What? Snapped its neck immediately. Oh, put it on his shoulder like this and walked off, bro. Right in front of me,
I mean, dude.
Yeah.
I've actually eaten dove before. A couple of brothers used to cook dove up by me when I was growing up. They did. 2 brothers lived by me at my old apartment complex, and they was always grilling dove outside.
Grilling dove?
Why is it doves flying around? They'd shoot them?
I don't know.
Where'd they get them?
I think they catch them, you know?
Catch them with their hands?
Oh, dude, I've had black market stew before, dude.
Yeah.
Or not really, but I've definitely been to some more urban neighborhoods that's a really good soup, you know?
Yeah.
There's a survey online. It says if you look up flavors that, you know, urban
What's,
people like.
Urban, what urban people meaning?
When you say urban, you mean city? In the city?
Yeah, guy.
Yeah, guy.
Whatever makes you okay, man. Whatever makes you feel okay, dude. People, you know, from
inner city?
From the city, yeah, overall.
Are they like a specific are they a specific shade or anything, or just anybody?
Dove will come over, bro. That's the fucking Bible trying to reach out to you on wings,
No
dude.
way. You can't catch a dove with your hands, bro.
I can't, but these chefs could, these local chefs. And that's when it showed me, like,
dude.
we just have total different perceptions of what's going on. People are out here breastfeeding fucking iguanas and shit, and like, but the truth is, you go to a place where people need to eat still, a real place where people are starving. These animals are for food. You know, that's what they are. It's the same way. It's like people here like go to India to learn how to like feel good.
Yeah.
Dude, true story. I was in Madras one time. I saw a monkey with a wristwatch on there.
Wow. Probably stole it.
Yeah. Some things I've seen, that was one of them. And look, let me tell you, he was punching his fist like this.
Oh, he wants some. He's like this.
I'm not joking.
That's India, dude.
Saw a monkey with a watch on, dude. I don't know how old the monkey was, but old enough, you know, to have a watch on. And that is India, bro. India is no joke, dude.
Out of all those places, what do you think you could live at any of these places that you
know,
visited?
I get scared when I get out by myself. There's something weird. I just get uncomfortable.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
Yeah.
I feel like you get in some weird shit in Amsterdam.
Dude, I remember this. Now you make me think of it. This one time I was in Amsterdam, and so we went to a sex show. I took my girlfriend over there, and we went and watched this sex show, and it was the main stars were out. I guess it was like a flu going around, and so they had some real third stringers on the wheel. Oh, dude, they had the fucking water boy and his female cousin in there, you know? I mean, this is something in your country, they probably would have ate these people, Chin Yun. But here's what I'm saying is that they had a thing, you go in this little cage kind of, and everybody's glass opens up. And there's a wheel, there's like a Lazy Susan in there, and it has people, and there's like a man and a woman having sex.
It was like a Lazy Susan, right? And so you get in a little room that are all around this Lazy Susan. Yeah, there's windows all around this Lazy Susan. And you go in and you get your little booth, and you can go stand in there and watch it through your window to see the Lazy Susans.
You can see everybody else? I thought it wouldn't be a mirror to see. That's awkward.
No, that's the awkward
That's
part.
awkward. The mirror goes on there, but you guys already like jerking. and you're like,
you can
all right.
see it, bro. It was weird. So I was in there. Oh, it's too fucking. I mean, it was like the guy could barely even fuck, dude. It was like he had just won like a fuck drawing somewhere that he never thought he would win, you know? But he did all the entries. It was like he was fucking somebody he knew he wasn't supposed to be fucking, you know? So you realize you got to look right at the couple.
Yeah.
You can't be straying visually. And then here's the crazy thing. Then I didn't want to watch them fuck. Everybody else's slides went down after they were done, after the 15 minutes or whatever. Mine didn't go down or something. So I had, another crazy part was...
No, I wouldn't either.
You have to stay in your little cage until
he finishes?
No, please no. Please no, dude.
Please no.
So then you're like locked into watching these people fuck, dude, and it got harrowing, man. I was like cheering at first for somebody, and then I was watching the couple who were now dizzy from the thing spinning help each other off of the thing. Yeah,
it's like when your kid on one of the little Ferris with the park, and you let your kid walk away, and he just stumbles. It's kind of drunk.
Was your girl feeling it?
I think she was, dude, but she and I had a tough go out there in Europe.
What's the farthest you've been from LA?
Africa.
You went to Africa?
Yeah, I've been like 4 times, I think. I remember went to Africa one time as I got a little bit older, and I was like...
Dating a girl out there?
No. And no offense, but that's that risky biscuit they got over there, you know? They still serving up those coffin hitters, bro.
Coffin hitters.
And I remember going to Africa. It was the first country I ever went to. And I was like, holy...
It's a continent. It's not a country.
Yeah. And I remember thinking, holy shit, dude, a lot of Africans are black, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like... And I remember getting there, and I remember there were so many, we were in like these Soweto villages and stuff, and there's so many black people.
Yeah.
All these people are going to be in heaven. That's what I never realized. Heaven is mostly going to be like black and Asian people. You know, it's not going to be that many white people there. Just so many. And I grew up in Louisiana, and it was really 50-50 in our area. But I remember thinking, holy smokes, all these people, you know, like I just never really put it together. There was people like, I'd seen a globe, but I'd never put together like, oh, there's really people over here like being alive, you know? And I was like, fuck, because I'd always pictured heaven like just the people from my town were going to be there. And then I remember going to this place and being like, holy shit, man. You know, all these people are going to be in heaven. Like, this is crazy. I mean, it's going to be packed up there when you think about it. Well, you know, and there was a lot of Christians too there. And I remember, you know, I believe in going to heaven and stuff. And so I remember thinking, holy smokes, there's going to be a lot of black people in heaven. I'd never...
That's kind of weird to conceptualize it that way.
It is, but I'd never thought about it, you know.
Do you believe in heaven?
Yeah. And I thought, well, when we die, dude, it's going to be packed. And so then suddenly I had all this anxiety, like, you know, like, because when I thought of heaven, I thought kind of, you know, a little bit of a limited group, you know. But then you get over there and you're like, damn, everybody's going to be up in this bitch, man. And I'd never put that other countries also go to heaven. I think I just never, I thought heaven was just for Americans, you know? And so I was like, rethink my heaven.
Is there room for Africans in your afterlife?
And there's a lot of room for them, dude. You got to see how many are coming. Bro, you got to see how many are coming.